Don't you ever trust a Christian that tries to get you to believe that Genesis 1 is an allegory.
You mean our church fathers, like Clement of Alexandria, St. Augustine, Origen, St. Athanasius the Great?
Furthermore, what do you do when you find out that the person who wrote the Genesis account, they actually intended for Adam and Eve to be taken as an allegory to begin with? I talk about this all on my page, but the main thing is Christians feel like they can't take the Adam and Eve account as a meta-narrative because it'll take away from the gospel or it'll take away from Jesus. And this has to do with the concept we hold to today called original sin. Now, Jesus and the disciples actually wouldn't have held to original sin because original sin wasn't created until the 400s. Jesus didn't die for the mythical sins of Adam and Eve. Jesus died for the sins that me and you commit every day. Original sin. This belief began to emerge in the 3rd century, but only became fully formed with the writings of Augustine of Hippo, born in 354 to 430 AD, who was the first author to use the phrase original sin. The concept of original sin did not exist when Paul wrote Romans 5:12. That is a concept that comes from the 400s AD. So what tends to happen is because we today are familiar with original sin, we read that concept back into the Bible when that concept didn't even exist yet. If you went back in time and if you talked to Paul about what was going through Paul's mind when he wrote Romans 5:12, and you said, yeah, this is talking about original sin, right? He would look at you and he would say, what's original sin? When we read the Bible, we need to understand the Bible from the perspective of the audience, which means we can't read concepts into the Bible that post-date the Bible. I talk about these ancient concepts like corporate solidarity in my books, Secrets of the Bible from the East. Concepts like, sorry to say, the people who wrote your Bible used to believe the earth is flat. And no, that doesn't mean the earth is flat because this is what these people believed. I talk about this in my books. If you do not have my books, Secrets of the Bible from the East, and if you really want to understand your Bible from the cultural context that your Bible was written from, you need to do yourself a favor and get my books.